Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Good House. And this is a new drama from directors Maya Forbes and Wallace Wolodarski, and stars Sigourney Weaver as Hildy Good, who is a realtor in New England who has a bit of a drinking problem, but she doesn't think so, especially when she breaks the fourth wall and tells us that it's not that bad. And the first third of this film is quirky kind of comedy with her interacting with us, and she's like, these situations aren't that bad, and then this film has no idea how to keep its tone and takes us into some crazy, dark, and twisted places, but for some reason always holds the tone of some kind of Hallmark, like, family comedy or something like that. And that's the trickiest thing, is from a directing standpoint, this film has no idea how to keep its tone. It gets dark at moments, and Sigourney Weaver gives a really strong performance here. She's extremely charismatic, and we're drawn to Hildy, even though Hildy really doesn't have any reason for us to really like her. And you have her, when she gets drunk, it's pretty upsetting and disturbing to see how she acts, but Sigourney Weaver does such a great job of portraying that. We wind up getting, at one point, where I feel like the film pulls the rug out from under itself, is this, like, flashback to an intervention with her whole family and her friends. And at this intervention, it's like, they're talking about how terrible she is, and it's like, we haven't seen any of this. So the thing is, it's just a bunch of people throwing exposition at us, trying to tell us how horrible she is as a person and how much of an alcoholic she is. But the film doesn't do a good job in its script in laying that out for us to even make our own judgment. We're just expected, it's like, oh, so this character that you think is this, well, is completely this instead. And then the whole rest of the movie, she spirals, and we see her doing these things, and she starts having hallucinations and all kinds of stuff. People start going missing. I'm like, where the hell's this movie going? And all along with this, she's having this budding revigoration of a romance with Kevin Kline's character, who Kevin Kline is great and charismatic. His accent is extremely inconsistent, though. He goes from scenes where he just sounds like Kevin Kline, or more likely Mr. Fischoeder. And then he switches into this very, very distinct Boston accent, and it's just like, where was that the last line that you just read? And it's pretty distracting, but the thing is, he's such a charismatic actor, and you have people like Marina Baccarin and Rob Delaney here as well. I just feel like this film is a mess tonally. Thematically, it's obviously it has a message of alcoholism, bad. It's okay. And it has strong performances. But the whole rest of this film is a mess and goes into some weird places, and it's hard to keep our footing because it's whipping us back and forth, and it doesn't really do a great job of us connecting with the issues she's having with her family and the people around her, because we don't really know them at all. They're very one-dimensional and just pieces in the world of Hildy Good, just so that we could see how much of a mess Hildy Good is. And it probably would have paid off better if we actually did connect with them and felt their pain, but we really don't. And in the end, it just feels like a couple of strong performances and an important message plopped on a messy script and some awkward direction. But those are my thoughts on The Good House. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.